One cigarette shaves 20 minutes off your life. Yay, but an 8-hour workday takes 8 hours from you. I'm sorry, it's not that easy. Why? Take a plate and throw it on the floor. Done. Apologize to the plate. Done. Is the plate like it was before? Yeah. Don't lie. I'm not lying. The plate was made of plastic. Got an Amazon package with nothing in it LMRO? I didn't order anything. That's why it's emptied up. I'm guy and my husband's bi, and there's nothing he loves more than when people ask if he's guy, and he gets to say I'm not guy, but my husband is. I just want to get jacked and read old books. These are two things that nobody is preventing you from doing. Men in literal prison do this. I have a very annoying neighbor. Can someone teach me trumpet? That's the best part. You don't need to learn to play trumpet to annoy them. Just try your best and have fun. Oh wow, you are so right. Thank you. Called the Seaside Hotline. They told me to calm myself. You should try the Seaside Prevention Hotline. Today I learned there is no physical description of Jesus in the Bible. False. Luke 2:52. He's larger than a baby. By the description of him driving the money lenders from the temple, we can also tell that he fit inside the temple, which gives us an upper bound as well as a lower bound on his size. It's been said that Jesus Christ was larger than a baby, but smaller than a temple. I won a lifetime supply of donuts, up to a dozen per day, at a local bakery, and it lasted 2 years until the original owner died, and his asshole son took over the business. So it was still a lifetime supply, just not yours. My neighbor's cat got our cat pregnant. I was joking with him that they would have to pay child support. When I opened the door this morning, this is what I saw. Child support. Disinfecting Pericles who died from the plague in 429 BC. It's a little late now. You telling me Julius Caesar, who has been dead for well over 70 years, made this salad? Technically, you aren't wrong with that number, but I just hate it. My girlfriend borrowed $100 from me. After 3 years, when we separated, she returned exactly $100. I lost interest in that relationship, and now you're just left alone. I'm right. Man, what's stopping y'all from looking like this? No sex before marriage. Say it after me. Me it. The geoguessr dude on TikTok was able to find PewDiePie's house from just a zoomed in image of a light pole after watching his newest video. Keep in mind that there are only approximately 36 million Poles in Japan. Population of Poland is approximately 36 million. So how 36 million of Poles are supposed to live in Japan? The greatest research skill you can have is being an Aussie butch who wants to find out. Can you explain this gap in your resume? Yes. That is when I did not have a job. Okay, if I was the last person on earth, would you date me? If you were the last person on earth, I wouldn't exist. 6% of Americans think they could fight in hand-to-paw combat with a brown bear, considering they can keep up with horses, weigh 600 pounds on average, and have razor-sharp teeth and claws. I think 6 over 100 people in the US might be in trouble. I could almost certainly win a sanctioned boxing match against any wild bear. Not to brag, but I would probably win the fight in less than a minute. As soon as the bell was rung, I would be immediately mauled. But biting is a foul in boxing. The bear would be disqualified for committing an intentional foul that caused injury, and I would be awarded the win. Presumably posthumously. When the Dragon Age concludes, the next century will be called the Age. A suspicious lack of dragons. This was one of the best plays of the night. You are going to a party. The theme is dress inappropriately. Who or what do you dress as? Dress normally, because if the theme is to dress inappropriately, and you dress appropriately, technically you're the one being inappropriate for the occasion. Midsummer and I just don't go to Sweden. If you were offered $10 million, but had to live and survive for a whole year inside any horror movie's world, which movie would you pick? Cargo train breaks the sound barrier. If vaccines were healthy, you could put it on a spoon and eat it. Try it, you'll die. If broccoli was healthy, you could put it in a syringe and inject it into your bloodstream. Try it, you'll die. There is no way a horse drew this. It's a photograph. A horse-drawn bust from the 1890s. If you're changing your life around, you say 180, not 360. What the duck? I did a complete 360 equals I'm back on my bullshit. If I spoon-fed my child vaccine ingredients, I'd be in prison. Let that sink in. If you puree bananas and inject them into your kid, you'd go to prison. Let that sink in. Ask me anything. I'm really Rick Astley, I swear. And to celebrate my first album since 1993, I'm here to let you ask me anything. Will you ever give me up? Go duck yourself. He explicitly stated in the title of his post that he swears. Thor. Name a fictional character that can lift this up. Number of Miss Universe titles 1. Earth, 71. Rest of the known universe, 0. What is your secret for always staying down to earth? Well, I mean, gravity. Do you have a nice nut? How am I supposed to answer that? Has your nut been raised in a nice home? Does your nut have manners? He gets beat at home. I've been into helicopter crashes and one plane crash. There is only a small group of people who have survived that many crashes. I'm also not a pilot. Explains why you crash so many times. Lollipops are so ducking weird. You flavor your own spit, then drink it. I was having a good day before I read this. Am I doing Tinder right? What's your favorite kind of soup? Chicken and vegetable. A fine choice. Why thank you. What an odd first question though, aha. You can tell a lot about somebody by their favorite soup. What can you tell about me? You like chicken and vegetable soup. Tell me something I don't know. The word none is just the letter N doing a cartwheel. When they were born, you were twice their age, you sick duck. Is a 1-day age gap okay? People who step up 2 stairs at a time are both active and lazy. Phones so crazy, we for real just tapping glass all day. Tapes had side A and side B, so it's only logical that their successor would be the CD. Dudes of Reddit, what is the hardest thing to explain to women? Quantum mechanics. Women are smarter than you are. That doesn't make quantum mechanics any easier for me to explain. He's only doing this for engagement, so I kinda did a thing. I'm trying to get into the Guinness Book of Records as the oldest man in the world, which is taking up a lot of my time. My new personal best, 36. When I was born, I was the worst person in the world at being the oldest man in the world. I've gone up about 3 billion places. Is Marlon Brando in Heat? No, Marlon Brando is not in Heat. Marlon Brando was a highly respected and influential actor who passed away in 2004 from respiratory failure and other health complications. The term in heat typically refers to the reproductive cycle of a female animal and is not applicable to a deceased person. I love that Google is useless now because of AI. Sorry I can't. I'm watching a live stream. Stop Being Picked On at School is arguably a worse name. Girl named IKEA had to change her name to Stop Being Picked On at School. They got an AI to play Tetris with the goal of surviving for as long as possible. It paused the game. How do couples that stays together and doing it or avoid pregnancy? I'm curious. In my experience, having a male sex partner works like a charm. We keep trying, and he's still not pregnant. Lying with statistics. We interviewed 1,000 people that had played Russian roulette before. 100% of them survived the game. Conclusion: Russian roulette is completely safe to play. Show concrete proof. You ain't getting unbanned. What is he trying to do? Watch his step. This morning, I got a drink from 7-Eleven, and the cashier said, you could get 2 more if you wanted, and so I got 2 more. Because I thought she meant there was a promo, but there wasn't a promo. I just paid full price for 3 of the same drink. Why did she do this? You get to have sex with the woman or man of your dreams. However, there is press conference after discussing your performance. Do you do it? Why or why not? I'm 14. What are you doing on a not safe for work question then? I don't go to work. If Burger King says hi to me, I'll buy a burger right now. Hi Rodrigo, don't forget to send a photo. Burger King. Air vibrates in a pattern. Humans, well, that's music to my ears. People with nut allergies when I throw a brick at them. Aeroplane makes extremely low landing at Greece airport. Pilot of 60 years experience here. Typically, all landings are extremely low. I tried to do one really high up once, but it didn't work. Mike was like 150 pounds maximum. Very doable. King Harris says he aims to be bigger than Michael Jackson. I swear to God this guy's birthday is every year. Happy 70th birthday to the talented J.K. Simmons. How many calories in uranium? 20 billion calories. A gram uranium is roughly 20 billion calories. I would never need to eat again. You wouldn't. It's true. The chances of being born on each continent in 2026. I would suggest that my chance of being born anywhere in 2026 is exactly 0.00%. I have many hidden talents. What are they? I don't know. They're all hidden. I don't know a woman alive that doesn't appreciate a fit guy in a pair of gray sweatpants. I'm a woman who is alive and isn't ever attracted to men in any context. Well, I don't know you, so my point stands. I was watching Star Wars with my daughter. She asked why Luke was climbing inside a tauntaun. I said to keep warm. She asked how warm is it inside. I said lukewarm. He's not stealing. It's literally his food. Whale shark has learned how to steal food from fishing nets. I love that takeout means food, dating, and mid-ear. Take him out. If you're a praying mantis, it can be all three at once. Why do people like feet? Not stink shaming. Just wondering what about feet makes them so attractive to some people. That must be something from the US. Here in Europe, we are more into meters. Friend, wow dude, how'd you get so good at guitar? Me, I made a deal with the devil. 3 months earlier. The devil. $30 an hour for guitar lessons. Me, deal. Have you met my daughter Beth? And what's Beth short for? Because she's only 3. Scientist, I just boiled water. Me, solid. Scientist, no. Me, I just mean that's cool. Scientist, wrong again. Whenever a dating app works, it loses 2 of its users. Would STIs be eliminated if everyone stopped having sex for 100 years? Humans would be eliminated. The doctor is neither near nor far. Snow skiing and eating an apple in public. Well, we were supposed to be Cleopatra and Caesar. Classic case of miscommunication. Send me a pic without clothes. Yes, sharks can outswim you, but you can outrun sharks. So far in a triathlon, you're square. All comes down to who's the faster cyclist. A guy tried to sell me a coffin today. I told him that's the last thing I need. Thankfully, his prison sentence seems to be getting shorter. Ah, the rare perfect joke. Woman finds out blood donor who saved her life 11 years ago turned out to be her husband. Wow, he was already inside her before their first date. Cats carrying their young. People born in early 2010 can be underscored. Let that sink in. Just showed up. Thank you. How to write hello in Mandarin. I love you the most. Impossible. I love you more. You do realize what this means? Yeah. One of us is a ducking liar. How to turn on a light. People who know. People who don't know. This sofa will seat 5 people without any problems. I don't think I know 5 people without any problems. Ask a guy who works at McDonald's anything. Where do you work? McDonald's. 55% of people will be confused by this. What is a good ant killer? Hold on. Anteater. Is that a spray or a powder? An animal. What's a non-sexual thing that you find super heat? Molten lava. Eating too much cake is the sin of gluttony. However, eating too much pie is okay, because the sin of pie is always 0. Africa is big enough to fit a smaller Africa within its border. It's so ducked up that plutonium just looks like this. It could be orange flavored, and we would never know. It could be delicious. Rumors say that tasting one is a once in a lifetime opportunity. The car you're interested in can fit 6 people without any problems. I don't think I know 6 people without any problems. If you don't watch a series entirely, you are not a true fan. If you do watch a series entirely, you are not a true fan. You are only a true fan if you are powered by electricity, have multiple flat blades, spin around really fast. SKSKSKSKSKSKSKSKSKS. You misspelled that actually. How can you misspell gibberish? Gibberish. Listen here you little shut. Japan's internet speeds hit a record high of 1.02 petabit per second. Enough to download the entire Netflix catalog in 1 second. I did the math. This means the entire Netflix catalog is 1.02 petabit. Me. Oh wow. This shop has everything my heart desires. Spooky shopkeeper. Yes, I will warn you. Every item comes with a price. Me. Yes, I know how shops work. Spooky shopkeeper. The price may be more than you expect to pay. Me. Yes, I know how US taxes work too. Shopkeeper increasingly exasperated. I'm trying to tell you that I'm evil and offering these wares with no regard for the harm they will do. Me. Also increasingly exasperated. I know what capitalism is too, goddammit. Ask me science questions. Is there an animal that is, genetically speaking, the closest one to a tree? Yes. I was watching Pixar Soul with my 5-year-old nephew, and when they got to the part with the unborn souls in the Great Before, he said, I remember that place. All the adults just gasped and said, what? And he said, yeah, they showed it in the trailer. Just like the Hyperloop. Elon Musk says he could build £20 billion tunnel from London to New York. That would take 54 minutes. Can't wait to do 30 miles per hour across the Atlantic. No way he can build a tunnel in less than an hour. For 24 hours, all chimes are legal. What chimes will you be committing? None, because they are now legal. Listen here you little shut. If Marx was born today, he would be a baby. Trying to hit that word count. CNN reports that, according to senior park official, Cecil the lion's brother Jericho, who is also a lion, was killed on Saturday in Zimbabwe's Hwange National Park. Did you know? If you drink whiskey before work, they ask you to leave early. Went to the spam bank today, and they gave me this lollipop. Glad you came. Me. He died of natural causes. Cop. You pushed him off the roof. Me. Gravity's natural. Cop. Listen here, you little shut. Dihydrogen monoxide is an acid with a pH level of 7. That's a higher pH level than any other acid. Nowhere in the Bible did I read that Eve had to support Adam's rap career. When a deaf person wins an auction, I've won, but at what cost? What a strange request. Please do not throw paper towels in the toilet. Please use the bins provided. Many thanks. If corals get stressed, they die. So if I was coral, I would be dead. What do coral even get stressed about? Current events. Get out. Wanted. A man has been stealing wheels of police cars. Police are working tirelessly to catch him. What starts with F and ends with UCK? Fire truck. Actually, what starts with a W and ends with a T? Yes it does. No, actually it starts with an I. Dentist. Do you smoke or drink coffee? Me. I drink it. Dentist. 9-year-old me after finding out that the sun will explode in 5 billion years. There is nothing we can do. AI can't take my job. What do you do? I'm jobless. What's the worst lie you were told as a kid? My mom would always tell me I was the easiest physical birth out of all of the kids. I felt proud until at the age of 18, I was told I was adopted. If you had to change citizenship, what country would you pick? Swiss, because their education system is so good, and their flag is big plus. Did you know that if you sit on the toilet at 11:59 and the clock strikes midnight, it's the same shot, different day? What Jack Dawson would look like today if he hadn't died on the Titanic. I just want an internship, man. Tell me a story from your childhood that has shaped your values. I was born as a very young child. You catty. If you wear a seatbelt, real niggas fly out the windshield and die. That's how my brother died. He a real nig. If the human population held hands around the equator, a significant portion of them would drown. Once you've read the dictionary, every other book you read is just a remix. Why is there a duck on the subway? Probably because they can't ducking drive Karen. Will you marry me? Is a marriage proposal. Will you marry me? Is a foursome proposal. Will you marry me? Is a time traveler spoiling the future. Will you marry me? Is a cave woman trying to make Will, who has amnesia, remember who he is. Son, holding Akon. What's this? Me, a tree. Son, really? Me, in a nutshell, yeah. Daddy, why is that book so thick? It's a long story. How do I pick up girls? Be yourself and treat them with respect. If that doesn't work, pretend to be in a band. How do I pick up guys? Lift from the knees. Weird way to do subtitles for the Formula 1 race. Did you know? There is a species of antelope capable of jumping higher than the average house. This is due to its powerful hind legs and the fact that the average house cannot jump. Working as security at a Samsung store. Guardian of the Galaxy. These two books contain the sum total of all human knowledge. What they teach you at Harvard Business School. What they don't teach you at Harvard Business School.